Okay, so my background's different 'cause I'm here in good old-fashioned Manhattan, Kansas, the home of Kansas State University and AIB, here for a class on cakes. So I just finished watching In Time, the bizarre Justin Timberlake pseudo-future movie where everything uses time. As you're living, you're decreasing your time, you work for time, and when you buy things, you use time. Not a bad concept, but the weird thing is Justin Timberlake is kind of like a time Robin Hood, because he's stealing from the rich to give back to the poor. But at the same time, he's also being chased by time cops led by Cillian Murphy. It's just weird to say like time cops. They're timekeepers. They're all things to make sure that the balance of time stays the way it's supposed to, where the rich have entirely huge amounts of time and the poor sometimes live day to day on their time. So I do get the whole, moral, ethical, and financial aspect of the movie. But at the same time, Justin Timberlake's also being chased down by the guy from I Am Number 4, who is kind of a time thug, where he beats up his own people. They segregate, if you live in the ghetto versus if you live in the much larger, nicer areas. So essentially, number 4 is the time thug, is making sure that he takes time for people in his own area, where the people who are rich are collectively stealing time from people. That's going to become richer and richer and richer. So then towards the end he begins to rob banks, and essentially when you rob a bank it's full of little hard drives, and these hard drives are all full of time, all full of amounts of time. And the way, so you take it and you scan it on your wrist and you get all the time that you want from it. And they also do a game where you steal time from each other. Now I can't do this because I only have these 2 hands. But you have it like this. Whoever's hand is on top is the one taking time. So people used to fight, and this is how they would fight. Arm on top is taking time from the arm on the bottom. Justin Timberlake's father in the movie was a very good fighter, because he'd wait till he was almost out of time, and then he would just reverse the grip and then steal his opponent's time. I still really don't quite know how doing this to the point of near death and then reversing it would therefore make your opponent entirely forget to check his own time, and then you wipe out all of his time, in essence killing him. The one time they really show him doing it, he's fighting the I Am Number 4 thug, and it just comes off really bizarre and really dumb looking, because they're just holding arms like this. And then all of a sudden, Justin just switches it towards the very end and steals all the time from his opponent. The concept was pretty good. Yeah, the idea of using time for everything. The way they did it was pretty unique. The cars, they picked much more of an older style car, but they do different lighting effects. But most of the cars look really good. So I said the best thing about this is probably the cars. The dialogue is super heavy-handed, just poorly done. To have somebody look at something and go, the problem with the system is everyone wants to be immortal, but in order to be immortal, or for one person to be immortal, many people must die. No one deserved to be immortal. He didn't suffer stand through it, but he might as well have. Nobody should be immortal, even if one person has to die. So In Time, if you were planning on seeing it, I was lucky I saw it on HBO because there's nothing else really to do. I much rather prefer Timberlake and like Alpha Dog. He was much better in that. In this one, he just seems, watching him time out somebody while at the same time killing like 3 thugs using an ankle gun just seems really just bizarre. I do have an issue trying to see Justin Timberlake just being this, time Robin Hood slash Neo beating the crap out of a bunch of people who were essentially in, the leather coats. Some of them had on black glasses, entirely emulating the Matrix, while having some sort of huge overarching idea about the ethics and morality about when it comes to taking the money, i.e. time, from the masses and accumulating it into large portions, knowing that you essentially could never ever use it to its full effect. It just comes off so heavy-handed. So, with that, I guess to say my time is done for reviewing In Time.